This video is about the single mother was mocked, but a philanthropist changed everything. If this story inspires you, please like the video, share it with loved ones, and write in the comments how it touched your heart. ## Part 1 A New Dawn. In the heart of bustling Hillcrest, where the downtown skyline kissed the golden morning sun, lived a single mother named Maya. At 33, her life seemed like a patchwork quilt, sewn together with remnants of dreams deferred but still vibrant in her heart. During the day, she worked 2 jobs, one at the local diner and the other as a part-time administrative assistant at a nearby law firm. By night, she returned home, tired yet hopeful, to her 6-year-old daughter, Lily. Maya had always been a fighter, her spirit forged through years of hardship. After her husband left them 2 years ago, she vowed to nurture Lily's dreams without missing a beat. They lived in a modest apartment. She knew every creak in the wooden floors and every draft that slipped through the window frames. Each morning, she woke before dawn to prepare breakfast, often tossing in a dash of optimism with the scrambled eggs. "Mama, will we have pancakes today?" Lily's voice chirped, full of innocence and anticipation. "Of course, my love, how about we make some heart-shaped pancakes?" Maya replied, flashing a warm smile that cloaked the weight of her worries. "Oh yes, I love heart-shaped pancakes." Lily clapped her hands, her eyes sparkling with joy. As the sweet aroma of pancakes filled their small kitchen, Maya felt a flicker of warmth in her chest. Yet, with every syrupy smile she shared with Lily, she felt the sting of judgment from the outside world. The whispers and laughs followed her like shadows. Her neighbors would often mock her for working 2 jobs while raising a child alone, their harsh words cutting into her like frost. "Look at her, thinks she can make it on her own," a neighbor sneered during a chance encounter in the hallway. But Maya had learned to rise above the ridicule, channeling the energy into her work. She poured her heart into every shift, determined to build a better life for Lily. At the diner, she greeted customers with a smile, serving them warmth along with their coffee and eggs. She often received compliments for her service, but also met judgment from those who assumed she was simply a struggling waitress. "Maya, how about a little less talk and a little more hustle?" joked a regular, not realizing how those words gnawed at her spirit. Yet each day, as Maya wiped down tables and took orders, she found a resilience deep within herself. She was determined to show Lily that strength wasn't merely about enduring challenges, but rising above them with grace. One chilly evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and cast a golden hue over the city, an unexpected encounter would change their lives forever. Maya left the diner after a long shift, her feet heavy from exhaustion. The streets were quieter, the world winding down, but she had one more stop to make before heading home, a trip to the grocery store for essentials. As she entered the store, the warmth of the fluorescent lights was a stark contrast to the biting cold outside. She shuffled through the aisles, her fingers nervously tracing the prices on the shelves. Every dollar mattered. With her limited budget, she had to make difficult choices, opting for store-brand products and generic items. "Mommy, can we get cookies?" Lily's voice broke through her thoughts. "Maybe next time, sweetheart, let us focus on the things we need first," Maya replied, trying to infuse a sense of excitement into their shopping trip. Just then, she noticed an elderly woman struggling with her cart near the checkout line. The woman's frail frame seemed to battle against the weight of the groceries, and her face twisted in frustration. Maya's heart swelled with empathy, prompting her to step forward. "Can I help you with that, Maya?" she asked gently. "Oh, bless you, dear. I thought I'd never manage." The woman's face softened into a grateful smile. Maya assisted her, loading the cart with a few lighter items and helping her check out. They chatted as they moved through the line, sharing stories of their lives. The woman, Mrs. Thompson, was a retired teacher, her voice carrying the warmth of 1,000 lessons. "You have a beautiful spirit, dear," Mrs. Thompson remarked as they finished with the groceries. "You remind me of my daughter, always putting others first." "You're too kind," Maya said, her cheeks flushing slightly. "I just do what little I can." "A kindness is never little, my dear. That's what we need more of in this world," the woman replied, her eyes twinkling with wisdom. As the evening progressed, Maya walked home, the weight of her day slowly lifting from her shoulders. The encounter with Mrs. Thompson lingered in her mind, a reminder that kindness had the power to brighten even the darkest days. A few days later, as she was at the diner wiping down tables, she saw a familiar face under Mrs. Thompson. The elderly woman approached her with a smile, holding a small envelope. "Maya, dear, I wanted to thank you for your kindness the other day. It inspired me," she said, her hand shaking slightly as she handed over the envelope. "Oh, you didn't have to do that." Maya protested, feeling the warmth of embarrassment wash over her. Open it when you have a moment. It is a little something to help you and your precious daughter, Mrs. Thompson insisted. With a gentle nudge from the universe, Myra accepted the envelope, her heart a mix of gratitude and disbelief. Later that evening, after tucking Lily into bed, she opened it. Inside was a check, an amount that was more than a week's worth of her wages. Tears sprang to her eyes as she realized the impact of that single act of kindness. It wasn't just the money, it was the belief in her, the faith that she could rise above her struggles. Maya knew that this gift meant more than just financial assistance, it was a reminder of the power of compassion and connection. With each passing day, she found herself more determined to change the narrative, to break the cycle of judgment and despair. She began to plan. With the extra funds, she could enroll Lily in a dance class she had been eyeing for months. Dance was a passion for Lily, and Maya longed to see her daughter experience joy in every pirouette and leap. She could also set aside some savings for emergencies. Over the following weeks, Maya worked harder than ever, fueled by hope and resilience. She began to dream again, painting a portrait of their future with vibrant colors of possibility. Conversations over dinner turned into discussions about dreams, and Myra encouraged Lily to chase after hers. "Mama, can I be a dancer when I grow up?" Lily asked one night, her eyes wide with aspiration. "Absolutely, you can be anything you want, my love," Myra replied, her voice steady. "Just remember to work hard and believe in yourself." As they shared stories and laughter, pieces of Myra's heart that once felt heavy began to lighten. She realized the world could be a kinder place, and perhaps she could contribute to that change. Little did she know, the journey that lay ahead would unveil the beauty of resilience, the power of kindness, and the magic that comes when one rises above adversity. Unbeknownst to Maya, Mrs. Thompson had seen the spark within her. What began as a simple act of compassion would lead to something profound, something that would alter the course of their lives. The seeds of hope were sown, ready to blossom into something extraordinary. Part 2 of The Turning Tide. As weeks turned into months, Maya thrived on the newfound inspiration that bloomed from her encounter with Mrs. Thompson. Each day felt like a fresh canvas, where she could paint their lives with the hues of hope, love, and perseverance. With her work ethic unwavering, Maya began to notice subtle shifts in her surroundings. At the diner, she became a familiar face not only to regulars but also to the new clientele. Her infectious smile and willingness to help turned into a comforting presence. One busy Saturday, as the clock ticked past noon and the diner buzzed with activity, a woman in a crisp blazer approached Maya. "Excuse me, are you Maya?" the woman asked, her voice sharp yet warm. "Yes, that is me. How can I help you?" Maya replied, wiping her hands on her apron. "I am Rebecca from the Hillcrest Community Foundation. I've heard wonderful things about you and your work here. I am actually looking for someone to assist with our upcoming charity event," Rebecca said. Maya blinked, surprised. "Me? But I am just a waitress and a mom." "Precisely, you are more than that. Your kindness and the way you treat others is what we need to spotlight," Rebecca continued, her eyes sparkling with sincerity. "Would you be interested in helping us organize the event?" Maya felt a flutter in her heart. Could she really step into a role beyond her daily grind? "I'd love to help, but I don't know where to start." "I'll guide you. We'll work together to make it a memorable evening," Rebecca assured her. "Your voice matters." Maya accepted the challenge, her heart swelling with excitement. She realized that this could be a chance to step into a larger world, one where she could extend her kindness beyond the diner. The following week, they met regularly, brainstorming ideas over coffee and laughter. "Mama, you always busy these days?" Lily exclaimed one evening as they sat at the kitchen table, crayons scattered across the surface. "I am, sweetheart, but it's for a good cause," Maya replied, her eyes lighting up. "I am helping organize a charity event to support families in need. Can I help?" Lily's enthusiasm radiated from her small frame. "Of course, you can help me make posters for the event," Maya suggested, pulling out colorful sheets of paper. Together, they created vibrant posters, Lily's drawings filled with heart and joy. Each swirl of crayon was infused with love, echoing the spirit of their small household. Soon, the posters adorned the diner walls, catching the eyes of customers and spreading the word about the charity event. As the date approached, the pressures mounted. Maya juggled her 2 jobs, the planning of the event and the responsibility of being a single mother. On particularly stressful days, self-doubt crept in, whispering insidious words that threatened to dim her spirit. "I can't do this. What was I thinking?" she sighed one evening, burying her face in her hands after a long day. Mona, you're doing great, just like the time you helped Mrs. Thompson, Lily chimed in, her innocent voice filled with conviction. You're kind and strong. Ma smiled at her daughter's unwavering faith, feeling her heart swell with gratitude. You're right, my love, I can't give up now. The charity event arrived, and Maya stood in the bustling community center, her heart racing with excitement and nerves. People filled the space, laughter mingling with the sound of clinking glasses, creating a symphony of joy. The evening was dedicated to raising funds for families like hers, those struggling to make ends meet. Rebecca approached her presence a calming force. You did this, Maya, you brought everyone together, she said, beaming with pride. Maya glanced around, her heart swelling with warmth. I couldn't have done it without your support and everyone's kindness. With each moment that passed, Maya felt herself stepping into a new version of herself, the version she had longed to be. As the night unfolded, individuals shared their stories of resilience, of struggle, and of hope. Each narrative connected with Maya, rekindling her spirit and reaffirming her purpose. This is all possible because of you, a single mother named Eliza said, tears in her eyes as she thanked Maya. You showed us that we're not alone. Maya felt a rush of emotions, the power of community swelling around her like a warm embrace. Thank you, your strength inspires me, she replied, her voice thick with emotion. As the night continued, they raised more funds than Maya had imagined possible. The atmosphere was charged with love, laughter, and the promise of a brighter future. In that moment, Maya realized that their struggles weren't just hers alone, they were shared, a collective journey of hope. But challenges persisted. When the event ended, Maya returned home exhausted yet filled with purpose. The following weeks brought new hurdles. Her car broke down, and her finances tightened as unexpected bills piled up. The weight of it all threatened to bring her back to that dark place of despair. Mama, are we still going to the park this weekend? Lily asked one morning, her eyes bright with anticipation. Maya hesitated, the truth weighing heavily on her heart. I am not sure, sweetheart. I need to figure out how to fix the car first. Lily frowned but quickly rallied. We can walk, we can have a picnic, she suggested, her spirit undeterred. Maya's heart ached as she saw the sheer determination in her daughter's eyes. All right, we'll make it a picnic day, she agreed, her own spirit buoyed by Lily's unwavering optimism. Dressed in their sneakers, the duo set off for the park, laughter in the air as they walked hand in hand. With a blanket spread beneath a sprawling oak tree, they shared sandwiches and stories. Watching Lily chase butterflies, Maya felt her heart lighten, if only for a moment. Mama, look, they're so happy, Lily exclaimed, twirling in delight. They are, my love, and so are we, Maya replied, the weight of her worries momentarily forgotten. Just as they were finishing their picnic, a familiar face approached to Mrs. Thompson. Her gentle smile radiated warmth. I thought I'd find you two here. Mama's been busy planning a big event. Lily chimed, her enthusiasm infectious. Mrs. Thompson looked at Maya, pride shining in her eyes. I've heard about the success of the charity event. You're truly making a difference in the community. Maya's cheeks flushed with warmth. It was a team effort. I couldn't have done it without your encouragement. I believe in you, Maya, and I see how you're lighting the way for others, Mrs. Thompson said, placing a hand on Maya's shoulder. You have the gift of kindness. It is something special. As they spoke, Maya realized that the elderly woman had become a mentor, a guiding light in her life. You've inspired me to keep going, even when it is tough, Maya confessed. I want to help others just like you helped me. And you will, my dear. You're already on your way, Mrs. Thompson replied, her voice filled with warmth. But remember, it is okay to lean on others. You don't have to do it all alone. In that moment, Maya felt a surge of strength. It took a village to lift one another, and she wouldn't shy away from asking for help when needed. That night, she sat down to write a letter to Rebecca, proposing a community support group for single parents, an idea that had been brewing in her heart. Mama, are you writing something? Lily asked, her curiosity piqued. Yes, my love, I am starting a new project to help other parents like us, Maya explained. Can I help? Lily beamed, her eyes sparkling. Absolutely, you can be my little assistant, Maya replied, her heart swelling with pride. And as they worked together to form up Moonlight Mom as a support group aimed at providing resources, encouragement, and connection for single parents, Maya's heart swelled with purpose. Each day brought new challenges, but also new hope, and she found herself infusing every part of her life with that same kindness she had once extended to Mrs. Thompson. The months that followed saw the group flourish, where stories of struggle evolved into tales of triumph. I watched as the parents bonded over shared experiences, their laughter echoing in the community center. Each meeting became a sanctuary of support and resilience. "Mama, you're a superhero," Lily said one evening, her admiration shining through her eyes. Maya chuckled softly. "I am just doing my best, sweetheart, but you remain my inspiration. You remind me every day that kindness is powerful." With every person Maya touched, she felt her spirit strengthen. The struggles that had once weighed her down transformed into stepping stones that propelled her forward. Each challenge became a lesson, each setback an opportunity to rise even higher. One evening, as they sat on the couch, Lily turned to her mother with wide eyes. "Mama, do you think we can help more people?" "Absolutely. Together, we can change lives," Maya said, a soft smile touching her lips. As they embraced, Maya knew their journey wouldn't always be easy, but they were ready to face it together, hand in hand. The single mother who had once felt Part 3, a light in the darkness. As summer faded into autumn, the leaves began to carpet the streets of Hillcrest in a mosaic of warm hues. Maya felt a renewed sense of purpose coursing through her veins with each passing day. The success of the Moonlight Mama support group had birthed an unquenchable fire within her, illuminating the path forward not just for herself, but for every single parent who felt invisible in the shadows of their struggles. With the support group well underway, Maya found herself hosting monthly meetings that grew in attendance. Parents came together, sharing laughter, tears, and stories that echoed with the hardships and joys of single parenting. The atmosphere was electric, filled with understanding and compassion. Each voice that spoke added another thread to the tapestry of resilience they were weaving together. "Maya, thank you for creating this space," a mother named Sarah said one day, her voice wavering with emotion. "I never realized how many of us were feeling overwhelmed. It is comforting to know I am not alone." Maya smiled, her heart swelling with pride. "You are not alone, Sarah. We all in this together, and together we can build a support system that lifts us up." As the group flourished, Maya's own challenges didn't dissipate. Balancing 2 jobs, motherhood, and the responsibilities of running the support group was a daunting task. Some nights, exhaustion would wrap around her like a heavy cloak, making it hard to see the bright horizon ahead. One evening, after a particularly draining day at work, Maya curled up on the couch with Lily, who was nestled beside her, flipping through a picture book. "Mama, you look tired," Lily said, glancing at her mother with concern. "I am, sweet pea," Maya replied, her voice a whisper. "But we'll all get through it, just like we always do." "Can we have a dance party?" Lily suggested, her eyes lighting up with excitement. "I want to show you my new moves." Maya chuckled softly, the spark of her daughter's enthusiasm momentarily lifting her spirits. "All right, let us do it," she exclaimed, rising from the couch. The living room came alive with laughter and music as they spun and twirled, embracing the joy of the moment. It was as if the weight of the world melted away, replaced by the lightness of their shared laughter. "Mama, I love these moments with you," Lily said, breathless and beaming. "Me too, darling, you make everything brighter," Maya replied, pulling Lily into a warm embrace. But the following week brought unexpected news that threatened to dim their light. Maya received a letter from her landlord. The rent was going up. The increase was staggering, and her heart sank as she calculated the impact on their already tight budget. "Mama, what is wrong?" Lily asked, sensing her mother's shift in mood over dinner. Maya looked at her daughter, her heart aching. "Just a little bump in the road, honey, but we're going to be okay, I promise." But in her mind, doubt began to creep in. The thought of losing their home, of being unable to provide a stable environment for Lily, filled her with anxiety. That night, she lay awake, staring at the ceiling, wrestling with her fears. "Maya," a voice suddenly whispered in her mind, and she knew it was Mrs. Thompson's. "Remember, it is okay to lean on others." With that thought stirring within her, Maya decided to reach out to Rebecca. She sent a message asking for advice on how to navigate the situation. To her surprise, Rebecca responded almost immediately, offering to meet. When they gathered at a local cafe, Maya felt a mix of vulnerability and hope. Over steaming cups of coffee, Maya poured her heart out, detailing her worries about the rent increase and how it would affect her and Lily. "Have you considered reaching out for community assistance programs?" Rebecca asked, her brow furrowed with concern. "There are resources available that can help. You don't have to face this alone." Maya nodded slowly, feeling the weight of her fears begin to lift. "I've been so focused on being strong for Lily that I didn't even think of asking for help." Rebecca placed a reassuring hand over Maya's. Strength isn't just about doing everything on your own. It is about knowing when to reach out and ask for support. You've built a strong community. Let them help you now. Mai took a deep breath, the relief washing over her. She would take Rebecca's advice to heart, reminding herself that together they would find a way forward. That evening, as she shared the day's events with Lily, a powerful idea took root in Myra's mind. What if we organize a fundraiser? Something that can bring the community together and help raise awareness for families in need. Lily's eyes sparkled with excitement. Can we have a bake sale? I can help bake cookies. Yes, we can invite everyone from the support group and the diner. Make it a big event. Mai replied, her heart racing with renewed energy. I'll call it Cookies for a Cause. The next few weeks were a whirlwind of activity as they planned the event. Myra's apartment smelled of freshly baked cookies. Laughter rang through the halls, and the community's spirit began to rise. The Saturday of the bake sale dawned bright and clear, the golden sun shining down on the gathering at the community center. As people arrived, Myra's heart swelled with pride. She saw familiar faces from the support group, neighbors from the diner, and even new friends she had made along the way. They set up tables filled with an array of baked goods, laughter echoing as children and adults joined together. "Mama, this is amazing!" Lily exclaimed, her cheeks flushed with excitement as she handed out cookies to customers, her smile infectious. Mai felt a sense of fulfillment as she watched the community come together, their shared warmth igniting the atmosphere. As the event unfolded, stories of struggle and triumph were exchanged, and connections deepened. In the midst of it all, Mai stepped up to the microphone, her heart pounding. "Thank you all for being here today," she began, her voice steady but emotional. "This isn't just about cookies, it's about coming together as a community to support one another. We all face challenges, but together we can find the strength to overcome them." Applause erupted, and Mai felt the power of unity wash over her. It was a testament to resilience and the beauty of human spirit. They raised funds that day, but more importantly, they created bonds that would last a lifetime. As the event concluded, Mai felt a renewed sense of hope. She had initiated something that not only brought in funds for her rent but also strengthened her community. And as she looked at Lily, who was busy helping her friends, Mai knew that they were on a path filled with possibilities. That night, as they settled down to watch a movie, the warmth of their shared experiences enveloped them. "Mama, do you think we can have more bake sales?" Lily asked, her eyes gleaming. "Absolutely, my love. We'll keep spreading kindness, one cookie at a time," Maya replied, feeling her spirit buoyed by the love that surrounded them. Days turned into weeks, and somehow they managed to keep their heads above water. The combination of the fundraiser and the community assistance programs allowed them to navigate the rent increase, and Maya felt a sense of relief flood through her. As the seasons changed, the bond between Maya and Lily only grew stronger. The simple acts of kindness that had sparked their journey continued to shape their lives. With each challenge that arose, they faced it together, knowing that resilience was woven into the very fabric of their story. One day, as they were preparing for another Moonlight Mamas meeting, Lily asked, "Mama, will we always help others?" Maya paused, her heart swelling with pride. "Yes, my love, kindness is a gift we can give every day. It lights up the world around us." As they stood hand in hand, Maya knew that their journey was just beginning. Though the road ahead might be filled with twists and turns, the light of hope, community, and love would guide them through. Together, they would continue to rise above, inspiring others to do the same, proving that even in the darkest moments, the beauty of the human spirit shines brightest when it embraces compassion. Ashash part forward the seeds of change. As autumn's crisp air transformed into the chill of winter, Maya stepped into a new chapter of her life. The Moonlight Mamas group had become a beacon of hope in Hillcrest, drawing more single parents seeking connection and support. Each meeting felt like a warm embrace, where tears mingled with laughter and strength was celebrated. One cold evening, as she prepared for their monthly gathering, Maya glanced around her living room. It had transformed into a vibrant space of creativity and encouragement. The walls were adorned with colorful drawings from the children of group members, a visual testament to the power of community. "Mom, can I help set up?" Lily asked, her eyes shining with excitement as she finished her homework. "Of course, my little helper, can you grab the snacks from the kitchen?" Maya replied, ruffling her daughter's hair. As Lily scampered off, Maya took a moment to appreciate how far they had come. Just a year ago, she had worried about making ends meet, battling judgment and isolation. Now, they were part of something bigger, a movement rooted in kindness and resilience. The doorbell rang, and Myra opened it to find Sarah and a few other parents arriving. Hey, Maya, we brought some homemade treats, Sarah exclaimed, her arms laden with a platter of cookies. Thank you so much, you all are amazing, Maya replied, her spirit lifted by their camaraderie. As the evening unfolded, parents shared their stories, their struggles intermingling with tales of triumph. Maya watched as connections deepened, each voice adding another layer to the ever-growing tapestry of resilience they were weaving together. Maya, a new face, ventured, her voice trembling slightly. I just became a single mom a few months ago. I feel so lost. Maya stepped forward, her heart aching for the newcomer. I understand that it's overwhelming at first, but we're here for you. We'll all navigate this together. The woman's eyes glistened with unshed tears. Thank you, that helps to know I am not alone. As the group shared laughter and support, Maya felt a warmth enveloping her. That sense of community had been a lifeline, not only for the others, but for her as well. Yet, as winter tightened its grasp outside, the shadows of fear crept back into Maya's life. The holiday season was approaching, and with it came the anxiety of meeting additional expenses. She had set aside some savings, but the thought of disappointing Lily gnawed at her heart. Mama, can we get a tree this year? Lily asked one evening, her eyes twinkling with the magic of the season. Maya's heart sank. Oh, sweetheart, I'd love to, but money is a little tight right now. Maybe we can make some decorations instead. Lily's smile faltered for a moment, but then she brightened. We can use the ones from last year, and we can make new ones with glitter and glue. Maya felt a rush of gratitude for her daughter's unwavering optimism. That is a wonderful idea. Let us make it the best holiday ever, even if it has different. As the days passed, Maya immersed herself in planning their holiday celebration. She decided to organize a holiday joy potluck for the Moonlight Mamas group, inviting everyone to come together to share a meal and celebrate their strength. The day of the potluck arrived, and the community center buzzed with laughter and chatter as families gathered. Maya had transformed the space with twinkling lights, colorful decor, and a large tree decorated with homemade ornaments. Mama, it looks so pretty, Lily exclaimed, her eyes wide with wonder. Thank you, my love. It is all about coming together. Maya smiled, her heart swelling with pride. As the evening unfolded, parents shared delicious dishes, stories of their journeys, and the spirit of the season filled the air. Maya felt the warmth of connection wrap around her like a cozy blanket. In a corner, Mrs. Thompson joined the festivities, her presence a comforting anchor. You've done a remarkable job, Maya. This is a beautiful gathering, she said, her eyes glistening with pride. Maya blushed at the compliment. I couldn't have done it without everyone's support. We were all in this together. As the evening wore on, Maya gathered everyone for a moment of reflection. I want to thank each of you for showing up tonight. We've all faced challenges, but together, we've built a strong community. Let us continue to lift each other up. The room erupted in applause, and Maya felt a surge of hope. Despite their struggles, they had created a sanctuary where each person mattered. As the holidays approached, Maya made time to focus on her own inner strength. She found solace in quiet moments with Lily, whether it was making homemade ornaments or reading stories by the flickering light of their small lamp. Mama, I wish we could give everyone a present, Lily said one evening, her voice filled with sincerity. Maya paused, her heart aching at the innocence of her daughter's wish. You know what, honey? Maybe we can make cards for everyone in the support group. It'll be our little gifts. Lily's face lit up. Yes, they'll all love that. As they crafted colorful cards filled with encouraging messages, Maya felt the power of kindness wash over her. Each note became a reminder that love could be shared in simple gestures, and it didn't require money. The day before Christmas, they delivered the cards to the families in Moonlight Mamas. As Maya watched the smiles blossom on their faces, she realized how meaningful the act of giving could be, even when resources were scarce. Merry Christmas, my friend, she said, her voice filled with warmth. These cards are a token of our love and support for each other. As they returned home that evening, Maya felt a sense of peace enveloping her. They might not have had the most extravagant holiday, but the time spent together creating joy was priceless. One snowy morning, as Lily peered out of the window, she gasped, Mama, look at the snow. It is like a winter wonderland. Maya smiled, her heart swelling with joy. Let us bundle up and go outside. The two of them ran outside, laughter ringing through the crisp air as they made snow angels and a snowman adorned with a colorful scarf. In those moments, Maya was reminded that joy could exist even in the simplest of things. But as January rolled around, the reality of their financial situation hit hard. The bills piled up, and the pressure weighed heavily on Maya's shoulders. She spent nights lying awake, calculating expenses and worrying about providing for Lily. Mama, are you okay? Lily asked one night, sensing her mother's tension. Maya turned to her daughter, forcing a smile. I am just thinking about how we can make our dreams come true, sweetheart. Like getting a puppy? Lily suggested innocently. Maya chuckled softly, though her heart ached at the thought. Yes, just like that. We'll find a way, I promise. The next day, as she served at the diner, a familiar face caught her eye. A regular customer, Mr. Daniels, an elderly man with kind eyes and a warm smile, waved at her. Maya, how are you doing? He asked, his voice filled with genuine concern. I am hanging in there, Mr. Daniels, just taking it day by day, she replied, forcing a smile. He studied her for a moment before speaking. If you ever need anything, you know you can ask me. You've always been so kind to everyone here. Maya felt a tear prick her eye. Thank you, that means a lot more than you know. As the days passed, she found herself grappling with her pride. The weight of her struggles became increasingly heavy, and she realized that seeking help didn't make her weak. It made her human. One evening, she took a deep breath and called Mrs. Thompson. Can we meet? I need to talk. Of course, dear. I'll be there in a jiffy, Mrs. Thompson replied, her voice gentle and reassuring. When they met, Maya laid bare her worries. I feel like I am failing, Mrs. Thompson, that I don't know how to balance everything anymore. Mrs. Thompson listened intently, her eyes filled with understanding. You are not failing, Maya. You're doing your best, and that is all anyone can ask for. But remember, it is okay to lean on your community. I just don't want to burden anyone, Maya confessed, her voice cracking. Nonsense, you've rebuilt a beautiful network, and they care about you. Let them support you as you've supported them, Mrs. Thompson said firmly. Encouraged by her mentor's words, Maya made the decision to reach out for help. The next meeting of Moonlight Mamas became a place not just for sharing, but also for seeking assistance. She spoke candidly about her struggles, her vulnerability shining through. I've been trying to do it all, but I realize now that I can't do it alone, Maya admitted. And if any of you are facing similar battles, please know we're here for each other. To her surprise, the response was overwhelming. The parents rallied around her, offering not just emotional support, but also tangible help. They organized a community effort to assist Maya with her bills and created a